'Twas the night before Blackpool, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even I was stirring because I'm so damn excited. I'm so excited I can't feel my arms and I can't sit still. It's Blackpool 2026. It's just around the corner. For some of you, it's tomorrow. Some people are getting in on Monday. This video might be posted on Sunday or Saturday. Whatever it is, a week today, I will be deep inside Blackpool, surrounded by all my favourite people in the whole damn world. That being said, it's time for the annual video before the annual pilgrimage. Every year before Blackpool, I don't know if it's every year, but I've started doing a video series where before Blackpool, I will share the products that I'm most excited about being released in the dealers hall. Last year I did one for apps too. So this year I'm doing it again, but I'm doing it a bit differently. I don't want to waffle before showing you the cool stuff. But just so you know, this year, last year even, I was just talking about stuff that I was aware of from being in the industry. This year, I was like, you know what? I am now an independent artist. I want to help shine a light on other fellow independent artists. So I put out an APB on social media. I said, yo, if you are releasing or exhibiting Blackpool 2026, where, by the way, there are more dealers this year at Blackpool than ever before. If you've ever been, then you'll know it's impossible to see everything. Then I said, if you're a dealer or you know someone that's got something really exciting and really special coming out for Blackpool 2026, then hit me up. Send me an email specifically with the email title Blackpool Release, because I'm only searching for that title. So if you haven't used that, when you email me, it ain't getting seen. Send me that in an email, and I will just try and put a spotlight on other creators that may get lost in the absolute insanity that is Blackpool Magic Convention Dealer Hall 2026. So there'll be two videos. One is for physical products. Second one is for apps. There's so many apps coming out now that I want to shine a light on some of the most exciting ones that you may miss if you don't manage to get around every darn dealer's table at the convention. So I just want to say, I'm seeing a lot of these things in my emails for the very first time, so I'm not actually going to do an order of top 10, 10 being the most excited for to most excited for. I'm just going to go through them. I have some exclusives. I have a lot of exclusives, and I'm just really excited to share them with you. I also have done a little recorded phone call with one person who I think has the most exciting, potentially exciting release, depending on who you are at Blackpool 2026. I'm going to stop waffling. Let's look at the damn tricks, the new products, the things that everyone goes to Blackpool to see, except for your friends. Change your clothes. I also have a dealer's table. I'm on the same stand as Craig Petty. We call it the Magic Podcast Table. It's like a late in the day change of name. We both have a Blackpool deal. I'll very quickly tell you what I have. I'll tell you what Craig has. And then once that's over with, we can spend the entire rest of the video on everyone else, because there's so much sick stuff to see. So really quickly, this is what I have. The first time you're seeing it, it's the first time it's been available. A lot of people wanted something luxury for the Vanishing Elephant. This is the gold edition. The first place you can get it is in person at Blackpool. It looks incredible. It looks really special. I only have 100 of them, okay? I can only get 100 made in time for Blackpool. You get it inside your Vanishing Elephant pack, okay? But these are limited for now to the Blackpool deal, which is you get my Docs Para full lecture pack, okay? This has, it's pretty crazy actually. This has 18 effects, my Docs Para lecture book. The special thing you need for that TNR that's sort of like taking me around the world. 3 apps. It comes with a bunch of insane stuff. This is the stuff that I do in my lecture, plus a bunch of stuff that I couldn't fit in my lecture, and the Vanishing Elephant. Also, and I managed to get this at the final hour, quite literally, there's a brand new effect going in here. It's the most visual piece of card magic I've ever made. Something happens to a playing card, and the audience, you will literally experience the card changing and warping in slow motion right in front of your face. It's the most insane visual piece of magic I've ever created. It's really fun. I kind of toyed with it before, previously, like many years ago, but now I have it in a rider back version, and it's literally insane. The only way you can get all of that, so that actually is 19 tricks, but plus the vanishing elephant is 20 tricks. The special Blackpool first gold edition vanishing elephant, it's £200 only. I only have 100 of these deals available. Poor Kaylee can't make any more. But I'm pretty sure, just because I know how my site is working and how many orders we're getting, I think that these will go on probably day one, just purely by how it's been going. So you can go to my website and reserve it to collect at Blackpool. All you need to do then is show me your order number. The link is on screen, or go to lloyd.tv/Blackpool26. And then on that page, you can get the Docs Para Lecture Pack with 18 effects inside it, plus the brand new exclusive new visual card effect and the gold vanishing elephant. And you can also go on my website and reserve a standard grey vanishing elephant to be collected at Blackpool in person. And it's best you put your order in now, because I literally have such limited stock that I'm making them. I don't have a set amount that I can take. It's just however many I make up until I leave on Wednesday, I'll be taking. You can also reserve the Docs Para Lecture Pack, but that won't have the exclusive new visual morphing card effect in there. This will just be, this will just have the 18 effects, 3 apps, the special thing you need for that TNR. And one of the tricks in there, if you haven't heard of it, is my lottery prediction, which has been getting a lot of love from some massive names out there. Go and listen to Mark Elsdon talk about it on his Desert Island Tricks. So yeah, you can reserve a vanishing elephant to collect at Blackpool. You can reserve a Docs Para Lecture Pack to collect at Blackpool, or you can get the Blackpool deal, which is £200 for everything, plus an exclusive new visual morphing card effect and the Blackpool first gold vanishing elephant. Just purely by how much traffic and how many sales are going through the site every single day, I'm pretty sure these are going to sell out. So if I were you, I'd reserve them if you want them to collect at Blackpool now, or I might not have any on the stand. My goal is to have nothing on the stand and I can just leave it after day one, like I did 3 years ago after my Blackpool lecture, and just go and film the Blackpool video showing all the best tricks. And then Craig is doing something insane too, plus all the money from this goes to helping him fight his legal fight against Yigal Masika. He has taken almost every single product that he's put out with every major company, like Penguin, Alakazam, and Murphy's Magic, for the last 2, 3, or 4 years. He's gotten almost every single one of them. He's got 30 units of each one. And he's put them all together in one mega bundle deal. Plus, you get a year's exclusive access to the Netrix, which has hundreds of tutorials on there. I think you get an exclusive phone call for an hour with him or something as well. There's just literally so much in there. The kit itself is valued at way over £1,000. And you're going to get everything in one deal for £500. What I love about this is that the problem with Craig Petty's magic is the paradox of choice. Everything he puts out is a worker. Everything gets great reviews. People know, use it, and love it all over, but you don't know what to choose. And for the first time ever, you can get pretty much everything in one massive deal for a fraction of the price. The only way to get it is to reserve it to collect at Blackpool. So if you go to Craig's website, which is magictv.org/pages/Blackpool-bundle. I'll put the link on the screen, so you can also go to that, and I'll put the link down below as well. That's enough harping on about my stuff. Now let's go and see all the other artists and all the other facts. Buckle up, get comfy, you're in for a ride. Okay, here's an email from Nia Evans, supremely talented Nia Evans. If you haven't seen her, go and follow her on social media. Every year, the last few years, she's been demming at Blackpool. She's only young, and she's incredible, way better performer than me. And it says, "Hey Lloyd, it's Nia. This isn't my release." Oh, okay. But this is created by the guys that have basically made up my entire close-up sets for gigs for the last 5 years. Lloyd, no way, I'm not at Blackpool this year, but you have to go and check out this trick and the entire stand. Because it's not just a new trick coming to BMC this year, it's a brand new magic company. By the way, they haven't asked me to write this email. I'm writing it because you need to go and check out the stand. Oh, Nia, bless you. yeah, this is one of the main initiatives. I said, if you know someone that you think deserves to have a spotlight shone on them, send it my way. So Nia, these people like Nia are the people that are in my tribe in magic. I say the people that just want to lift their fellow magicians up. Nia, thank you for sending this in. And because of that, let's go check out the video link you've sent me.
You got 30 Tony.
So we got coins in the hat. People freaking out.
Gimmicks changed the way coin magic. This one changes the way we report it.
3 coins, almost 3 marks, and 1. So weird.
Imagine the power of a shell, a TUC, and a flipper, all fused into one precision-crafted tool. Yet it's far easier to handle, super silent, and way more robust.
Hey, watch. 1,
Okay.
2. 2 coins here, 1 coin here. 3 points. Watch. That is when the play goes
Ah.
down.
We teamed up with Ronald Davies, one of the best coin gaff makers in the business, to bring you this special coin. It will give you the cleanest looking, vanishes appearances you could ever imagine.
So we started off with 3 coins. How many coins are in your hand? How many? 2. How many have I got in my hand? 1. Watch them. No coins in them. All right, the hand.
Best of all, I give you a self-working way to be able to hand out the gimmick without ever being detected. You'll get everything you need: the gimmick, 2 matching coins, a gorgeous handcrafted purse, and something extra. And now you've got 2, though. You just get the 1. Squeeze like that. Something that allows you to start and end clean. Check out, nothing else in my hand. Watch this last one here. In fact, do you want this one? You can take that. Oh, it's one.
Yeah.
This is a gimmick. Won't want to be with them.
So good. Look at the reactions you're getting from these. Colin and Kev are the real deal. 2 of the nicest guys. Super good performers. The rustic coin set. Yo. Well done, Nia, for sharing that to us. I'm excited to come and check out your stand at Blackpool, guys, and see what's happening. Nicholas motherfucking Lawrence in the building. Nick Lawrence, my boy, my guy, my G. He sent in a video. He's kept his message short and sweet. All 3 cards are examinable just like before, but the effect is way cleaner, and you can see the card push in and out plus other effects are dope too. Have a look. Much love. Yo, this is Nick Lawrence. Let's watch the damn video. Okay. Queen, sampled freedom cards. Vertical, just results. Split. Mm. Ah, it melts back up. No. WT fuck. Whoa. Nick Lawrence, another banger in the building. Get up to his stand. Last year he was upstairs in the horseshoe. I think it's called, no, it's not called the horseshoe. Balcony, maybe? Was it last year? I don't know. Go find him if you want one of these tricks. They will sell out fast. Next email is from Damien Surr. He I don't know if I think I spoke about this on the Magic podcast maybe, but last week I was invited to be the one of the judges for the Close Up Magician of the Year award for the Magic Circle, right? Super prestigious, really honored to be part of it. I got to see 8 competitors, the best that Britain has to offer. Damien Surr, somebody I've known for years, like 10 years plus in Magic, super living guy, really, really, really good, really damn good magician. Was one of the competitors. I was like, oh my god, how on earth? What the? Anyway, he was incredible. He sent me this email, and I know what it's going to be because I saw him do this to end his Close-Up Magician of the Year act, and it literally. So every competitor brought something phenomenal to their performance. Damien got the best spectator reactions, I think, from the competition. There was one or two people that literally like screamed during his set, and one of the effects was this. So, it's a deck vanish that happens. It's called Diminish. It's a deck vanish that happens in 3 stages. So you ask the color of the card and make half the deck vanish. Those are the wrong color. Then you ask for the suit and make those half of the cards vanish, leaving just a small quarter of the pack. Then you ask for the value and everything else vanishes. So he says, like, think level 1, but with an extra phase. The gimmick does all the work for you. This is what it looks like. Okay, trailer is being edited at the moment, but let's check it out. Okay, so here we go. This is what it looks like. Okay, deck O cards, TOC. I've already seen this in real life, and it does, look at that. Wow. Gosh, all right, yeah. And it looks that good in real life. If you know Level 1 by Christine Grace, the original sort of handling of this type of effect of just like the sideways thing, the incredible, genius, gifted Christine Grace. Of course, that was released. I think Christine created that like 8-9 years ago, because I remember him sent me a version, a submission when I used to work at E. This, obviously, you know, time goes on, things improve, people discover new technologies that are now available to us. This one, if you know the method, you can see the differences. This looks so good, so visual, and I've seen it done live in a competition to prove who's the best magician of the year, and it looks that good. So this is something that Damien isn't as well known, I would say, to like in the magic industry and like the product industry. And I don't think he has many. I remember he brought an app when nobody used to do apps. He was one of the first apps I remember, I think, getting the 3D type thing. So not, you know, this is somebody that if you didn't know about this, you may not go and pick this up. And I think if you want to do this type of effect, it's totally a workout because I've seen it live in a competition. If this is the type of thing you want to do, which is the type of thing that I want to do, then go and hunt down Damien Surr, Surr. It's from Sylar Magic, Sylar Magician. I know Sylar is a lovely dude. He is releasing something called Spectral Brush, and he has sent a 1-minute performance video. So let's see what this thing is.
I have a paintbrush with no paints.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to like physically like move the paintbrush around to draw whatever it is that you draw. So
Draw that.
well, no, make it different than that so I can like guess what she's thinking of. But like when you're looking, you'll be able to tell what it is. But if I look, there's nothing there, right?
Okay. So just have a little draw here.
Interesting premise. Take a blank business card and a brush with no paint on it and print is the silicone
Away the whole time, but there's nothing, you know. But imagine the drawing is here. So just focus on this. All right. This is bigger than a piano in real life, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna write what it is.
This is cool. As a premise, this is very cool.
Draw a bit just in case I get it wrong, I think. But no, I think it's that. So hopefully you can see what that is.
It's a castle.
Can you say what it is that you drew?
Castle.
Oh, castle. It's castle.
It's the vectors are, right? Yeah.
Wow. That looks super cool. So that's called Spectral Brush. The retail price is £50 for the brush and the foil, or £30 just for the brush. Very interesting. You draw on a blank business card with a blank, no paint brush. Everything is still blank. They just use their imagination. And then you're able to know what they were thinking of. That is cooler than a polar bear's toenails. Very, very interesting. All right. Let's move on to the next trick. Step, I got an email from Danny Urbanas. If you don't know Mr. Fuller himself, Danny Urbanas, who does the best, most visual, realistic CGI-looking rubber band magic you've ever seen. He literally fooled Penn and Teller with a pair of rubber bands. Send me an email every year. He blows my mind. He said, "Hey Lloyd, hi Lloyd. Hope you're doing great. Awesome that you're doing a video on the Blackpool releases. I'm really excited to share my new release for the convention, the Fast, the Loose, and the Rubber Man." This was the image that was sent to my mailbox. The Fast, the Loose, and the Rubber Band. Win or lose, you decide. It's a fast and loose routine with a rubber band, of course. Everything happens in the spectator's hands, and once you know the moves, which are super easy, by the way, you can perform the trick anytime, anywhere. Super easy to learn, always with you, wear it on your wrist, no table, happens directly on the spectator's fingers, perfect walk around, perfect surrounded, everything looks exactly how it should. He included a PDF into this email just for you, for my eyes only. Sorry, y'all. It'll be a booklet that includes the perfect rubber bands. If you stop by the stand, I'll happily give you a physical copy too. Thank you, my friend. I'll be more than happy to pay for it myself. I've got a few other great new releases coming to Blackpool, but I won't spoil the surprises. See you in Blackpool, buddy, and the PDF. So, go to Danny Urbanas' stand and prepare. Brace yourselves to have your eyes melted and your minds melted too. Eyes melted, minds pickled by the Urbanas, the rubber band man, because he just snaps back. And if you don't remember who Danny Urbanas was, the guy with the rubber band, the straw, and he goes... I always put him in my Blackpool videos because he's a god. That's the guy. Go find a stand. He's going to have a stand. Didn't even know he had a stand. Now he has a stand. Okay, Sirus Magic has emailed. Not Sylar Magic, who just messaged, but Sirus Magic has emailed. If you don't know Sirus, Sirus is one of the most underground creative magicians out of the UK. You will have seen some of his products. You will have seen some of his ideas, specifically performed by TV magicians. He does some really creative, clever stuff. One of the things that has been doing the rounds, or was doing the rounds last year, was you tear a card up, place it on top of the deck, light it on fire, and then slap the card and it restores. I know Dynamo's been doing it all over, or Stephen Frame's been doing it all over social media, or was doing it. I think he even did it on TV too. This guy always has really interesting stuff. He sent me this email. Hope you're well. Thanks for supporting the indies. This year, as always, I have a few new releases. A utility device called Chopper Clip to aid in the pocket management and production of lollies from fire. Very nice. A sleeveless vanishing Sharpie. Now you're speaking my language. As well as a few other secret bits and pieces. See attached images for more info. All right. So the first image is this. Holds mini Chopper Chip. Look how phenomenal this image design is, by the way. Like, this blueprint is amazing. I wish I could do this type of stuff, but okay. So it's got holds mini Chopper Chips, holds and dispenses flash paper at the same time, locking pins, high anchor for stability, and includes easy grip practice pop. Everlasting paper loader. That is damn cool. All right, it's the first thing he's putting out. The second thing is spectators sign a card, whereupon the pen and then even their signature both vanish in their hand. An incredibly visual, sleeveless vanish of a working Sharpie pen. I have to go and see this. This sounds phenomenal. I love stuff that just uses a Sharpie and a card. Like, just very, very minimal, very, very organic, every day. And it's called Spectators Hand and Real Pen. It evaporates. Sharpie. Very, very clever. Let's move on. Okay, now it's time for something a little bit different. I got a phone call from my old pal the other day. I haven't spoken to him for a while. Comes up, I'm sitting there with the family. We're making elephants. It's the middle of the day, middle of the morning. Get a phone call, Jack Rhodes. You never don't answer to Jack Rhodes. So I immediately answer the video call. And I answer it. And essentially, well, I'm going to, I said, can I record this? Because it was like, I need to call you. This is kind of Blackpool related. It's like, before you go any further, can I record this call? Because I'm trying to put together this video. And let me show you the abject terror on Jack's face. Hey!
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Jack, how's it going, dude?
Oh mate, it's really good, and also like I don't know what I've just done. Right, I've was writing a book, and I messaged you about a year ago. I'm saying I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
Finished it, dead happy with it. It's
Done.
just arrived. I say it, right? I'll give you an example. So this is the book, right?
What's it called?
It's called Unclear Guide to Magic. The U and the N have been swapped round. It was Nuclear Guide to Magic. Now it's Unclear Guide to Magic.
Wow.
Right? I'm really like it's beautiful. It's 300 pages, hardback, full of. Listen,
What's the problem? Have they printed it in the wrong language or something?
No. I ordered
What?
450 copies. Right?
Right.
I'm in the garage, my studio. How much do you think 450 hardback books weigh?
Well, I just had a delivery of about 300 books, and that was about 20 kilograms ish, kind of maybe 40 kilograms. So I don't know, size of like two sofa cushions, kind of thing.
Half a ton.
What?
Half a ton. 2 pallets worth. I'm not joking. My garage is full. These are all books. Mate, I've absolutely.
Are you sure there's like that?
No. These are the boxes and boxes. My missus is not in at the moment. Right. Look at what I've had to move into the garden to make room for it all.
Oh my god, that's the pram.
I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Did you know it was going to be that many, that big?
Considering that like the advert for the book is that, I used to be a nuclear engineer, I'm meant to be quite clever. Didn't think about this, did I?
I would not have expected. Oh my god, dude, that's your studio as well, isn't it?
I can't film anything. This is where the tripod normally goes. I've absolutely fucked it. I don't
Oh
know.
my god, dude, what are you doing with them? Are you selling? What are you doing?
Right, so I wrote them, and then I'm lecturing at Blackpool, so I'm going to be selling them at Blackpool, right? So that was the intention, but I'm also like, long story short, I'm selling them at Blackpool, but I'm also doing like a pre-sale thing online. So if people want to buy them and get them locked in before Blackpool, there's like a link on my website. But to the point where I need your help, because what am I doing?
How are you going to get them to Blackpool? That is literally half a ton.
I need to hire a van just to move.
You actually are gonna have to.
Yeah, I'll bring. If I put like, physically I can't lift them in my car, so actually I'm gonna have to figure out how I'll get them in the van. But my car.
That was hilarious.
Fuck
On a Monday morning I've ever seen.
But I'm dead happy with them. Like I said, I'm dead happy with the book.
Wow. What did it then?
Right. So the first half is magic on video. That's all my thoughts and like how I've done all the magical video stuff. And what
I am customer number 1 for this.
Oh, mate. And then the second half is all magic on stage. So basically what happened is I wrote the book. I started writing the book halfway through the development of my live show, because I realised that I'm recording every single gig, taking notes, and I'm like improving the show each time I do it. And I was like, actually, I could be like documenting this process for others to learn from. So yeah, the first half is all about magic on video, but you don't have to be like a content guy for it to apply. But then the second half is all about magic on stage. And again, you don't have to be a stage magician. But basically, if you like the stuff that I do, this is like getting inside my brain to how I did it all. But
So the stuff that you've done is so creative and is so well thought out at the same time, and your production value is through the roof. It's like when I see you do anything, you think about it from every angle, and the angles that no one think exist yet.
Except for ordering books.
Except for the weight, size, dimension, and actual logistics of the situation. But I would be so fascinated. I remember when we started talking about YouTubing, and we were having weekly calls, and you were like, what's your process? And I was like, I just turn the camera on and I do stuff. I was like, what's yours? And you were like, right, I approach it from like and within like 3 months you were at like double the amount of subscribers I had. You were like, then you were on BGT, like in the live shows in the final. I was like, see, if only I thought about things like Jack does, maybe I'd be successful. I'm literally gonna buy your book purely to try and be a better, like, not just magician, because your magic's phenomenal, but also like just better at like the stuff that's important as well, like the behind the scenes work.
Well, it's all very kind words. Yeah, I mean, literally, this is like everything that I've learned that I know about magic and the business of it, and like the shows, and like because, and there's also another thing. There's like I'll cover the QR code, but there's like 5 hours worth of additional video content dotted throughout the book. So like you see, like this is what's this work in progress show 2, 90 minutes. That's a 90-minute theatre show of like what the show looked like halfway through the development. So like when you see the final polished thing, it's quite rare you get to see like it in different iterations, and like, you know, I'm working out tricks. I do like a whole thing where there's like notebooks, scans of notebooks and that, and you get to see the process. But there's like QR codes of like me developing like big routines that are in the show now. And like, for example, there, day 27, you get to see what the routine.
Whoa, holy cow, man! Are you ready to tip some of this stuff? Because I've always said to anyone that listened to me, you're so far ahead of the curve. It's almost unfair that like they're not, you know, you are trailblazing it for a lot of what you do in terms of like your mixture of production, magic, audience understanding, and comedy. Like you're so modern and current. Like you really probably, well, I don't know how much you're sharing, but
Well, it's funny you mention that, because a lot of the intro that I write in the opening chapter is like me going, oh, I don't know if I'm giving away the things that have made me made it work. Am I like reducing the longevity of my career by doing that? But at the end of the day, what I wanted was to make a book that was like something that I wish I could have read when I first started going into this. And also like it's nice for like years to come by, like down the line I can look back on this as like a record of, you know, putting the show together, and I can watch back all the clips and go like, oh yeah, I remember doing that for the first time and I died on my ass, and then I tweaked that bit and then it worked. And like what I want is that it's unique in the sense that you don't really get to see, you know, you only ever see the final finished product, whereas this is quite an honest look at like how it actually has come together, and you know, some bits that didn't work and then some bits that really did work the first time. And that's all like, that's just like the second half, and the first half is all like the, you know, you get to see like how much you earn online if you're interested in that sort of thing, and like my thoughts on like writing stuff like for videos, but it also applies to close up, or like there's stuff in there about how to film gigs, like you're at a wedding and you want somebody to film your trick so you can like put it on your Facebook or whatever to like get more clients. There's tips on like how to make that process better and how to make the video look better, and like all these different things that I've learned from all these different areas you can apply to your own stuff, and you don't have to be like a comedian or a stage magician or even a content guy, but it all like,
well, that's the thing. Like every magician that's not putting effort into their production for branding or marketing, even like to get more gigs, more shows, or even for their products, whatever it's going to be. Any magician that's not doing that stuff now is being left behind badly. And you're kind of like, I see you in terms of production. Like people comment to me saying that they like my videos and stuff, and I always laugh because there's guys like you out there who are, there's just levels to it, and the fact that you're sharing all this, I mean, it's really, 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 really generous of you. But here's the other problem, Jack. I am now an independent artist, and I don't think I'm going to be able to afford this kind of book. Like legitimately, I've just gone solo. So what's the damage on it, eh?
the damage, 70 quid, normal price. But for Blackpool, I'm doing a special discount for Blackpool. If you get it now, up until the convention, it's 50 quid. It's 50 quid.
Is it purely because you've got so many that you need to get rid of?
It should be more
That
expensive.
price is ridiculous.
Yeah, but look at that.
Ridiculous.
And now tell me,
Ridiculous.
yeah, but look at that. I need to shift units. I can't.
So honestly, I would at least consider putting it to 100. I'm not joking. Like, genuinely like 70 after Blackpool is ridiculous, man.
Yeah. But well, yeah, but I mean,
You got to you're a think about who you are. You're a British magician with a UK touring show. You're going on tour this year. You've been in the live finals of Britain's Got Talent. You are one of the most like skyrocket success cases in recent history for like any magician in terms of you were a nuclear engineer. You went to go solo on YouTube. You immediately skyrocketed. You got recognized by YouTube. You are the Peter McKinnon of the magic world. And your book sharing all this is gonna be 50 quid. Is a bit stupid.
I might. Now you said all that, I might change the price now. It's gone up to 80 quid. Let me just.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't even look at that.
No, 50 quid. Because I want it to be affordable for people as well. And you know, it's like I say, I want it to be the thing that I would have bought, you know, when I first got into it. And when you first get into it, you know, you don't have all the money in the world to buy all the different things. And I want it to be like something that lots of people buy and learn from, because I think I don't know. Yeah. And also, like, I've got 450 of them sat in my garage. I need to get rid.
Yeah, there's the philanthropic side and there's the logistical side, which is an equal nightmare. Maybe I've got one more look at that palette 'cause I want to shoot off in a minute, but oh my god! Right, all right then. So what's the deal? Like, is there have you got a website they can go to?
Yeah, there's a pre-sale link. If I'll give it to you. People can buy the book, and I'll ship it out after the convention. It's 50 quid now. It will be more than that normally. Yeah, get it now, and then if you want to get it in Blackpool, you have to come and see me in Blackpool. But if you want to lock in the purchase now, get it online.
And the good thing is that if you clear out a lot of stock before Blackpool, at least then your 8-month-old baby can sleep inside the house tonight.
Yeah, I mean, currently his pram and all his clothes and that are in the garden, so...
It's going to be so hard, like, while you're sleeping inside and seeing him shivering in the cold and thinking, oh, well, if only other magicians had stepped up to help us...
I know, yeah, like the magic community, my son is starving because they've not bought the book. I mean, the good thing is I can make a 10 out of all the books. I've got that many, but...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then you can put that in the garden for it.
Yeah.
And you can...
I'll make a water feature out of it if they don't sell. I'll do something.
Yeah, so either listen, if anyone's listening to this, help a struggling magician and his family, right? Or it's on your shoulders if anything happens. Purely on it. I can't believe they're doing this to you if they haven't booked it already. It's
It's awful. If they ever meet my son and they see him malnourished, they know why it's happened.
Because of them, purely because of them. But man, seriously, 50 quid for Blackpool. I'm very privy to a lot of what's coming out of Blackpool. I fortunately am every year. This is not just like my most anticipated instant purchase of the entire convention, but it's if I knew 3 or 4 years of releases in a row, this would still be the thing that I'm most excited for, because I keep saying that you're a genius, you're a creative genius, and you do everything to such a high standard, and there's always so many clever little tips that I learn from you every time we talk, that, like I said, I feel like you might just be tipping some of these secrets a couple of decades too early, probably, to be honest with you.
We'll see. I appreciate the kind words, mate. I can't wait to get this out there. Like, it's a year's worth of work writing that. You can just see this. It's like beautiful quality. Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
And there's also naked photos. So
yeah,
I just
that
thought
will make sense when you see the show while there's a naked picture making the.
I don't want it to make sense, baby. I'm all in. I'm all party, no business. Dude, look, I'm heading off to London, man. Sorry you're in this situation. Hopefully everyone helps you out. But thanks for letting me have a sneak peek.
All right, top man. I'll see you in a bit.
See you later, dude. Bye.
Bye.
All right, this next one comes from Luka Malensek, my good friend Luka Malensek, and he's got a new Sudoku book thing, and I really want to show you the trailer because it's absolutely hilarious, and it gives you a really good idea what the product is. So let's just dive straight into it. Okay, I'm gonna get into it. Unfortunately, I can't play the music because it's a popular song and it'll get my channel copyright strucken or something. So I have to mute the music, but let me play you the trailer and I'll fill in the airspace. All right, here we start off with a toilet. And Luca about to grow a tail for the whole world to see. I want to say, watch this trailer as it's going along. Aside from the toilet humor, I actually think this is one of the, like, for the moment, like one of the best made, best shot trailers. It's really clear, really clean, really simple and direct. It tells you exactly what the product is. It's got a good comedy hook to it, and you're about to see what it is. But essentially, it's a Sudoku pad, and it's a Sudoku Svengali pad, and it's beautifully designed. One way it's all normal pages, right? So it says random pages here. And then when you flick the other direction, they're all force pages. And the beautiful thing is you can tear those pages out too. So you could force a page, have it torn out, and you're away at the races, and it seems legitimate. But I just think the way this is shot, how clear and crisp it all is, it's so beautiful. The design is beautiful. I actually think this is one of those effects that you keep this in your house or you perform it in a show, and it looks so normal and it's so fooling that it'll destroy people. And they include the marker that matches the regular pages too, which I think is a really beautiful touch, just like flushing that toilet. But again, clean, clear, shows you exactly what it is. Very, very, very well designed. I just think this is a really, really good product. And I have a I have an inkling this might be one of the most popular Blackpool releases. So you can get it at the Danny Urbanas stand, and that's from Luca Malansek. It's called SUDOKODE with a K, SUDOKODE. And we're going to replay the trailer. I actually am very, very, very impressed by the quality of this production so far. I haven't physically have it in my hand, but it looks phenomenal. So I've known Luca for a very long time, and I think this is very, very, very good. So it depends how many he has in stock. I think these will go quick. I really do. Just knowing us lizard magicians, what we like, what we buy, something we all want to buy things that are really practical, really well made. This looks like that fits the bill extremely well. I have a submission from Matt Clewly. Matt Clewly from Craig and Matt Clewly from the Matchumentary. Matt is now a professional mentalist. Did you know? He went from being a muggle to magician. He says, hey dude, me and Drew, I'm assuming Drew Perry, have a release coming out at Blackpool. It's the first release with my name on it, and I'm super proud of the product. It's a stage mentalism piece, and it's being released through Alakazam. So I'll be on the stand demoing it at various points of the convention. Would be amazing to get it on your Blackpool video. Hope you're cool, brother, and see you in a couple of weeks. Oh, Matt, well, I am going to be coming up, and I want to see a live performance on video. There is no video link attached, so I can't share with you what it is. And I'm going in blind myself, but you will see it in my Blackpool video coming up probably the day after the convention. Okie dokie. Okay, the next email that comes in says it's from Shahir Khan, not to be confused with Shere Khan from The Lion King. It says, hi Lloyd, let me just say that it's so nice of you to be using your platform to help your fellow magicians get noticed. I really appreciate you and respect you. Thank you for saying it, dude. I appreciate you for being part of the video. My new effect is called the Rolex System, which has been dubbed as one of the best propolis mentalism effects of all time. I've attached a wee transfer link, which has all the testimonials from Colin Cloud, who is a genius, Peter Turner, who is a genius, Mark Paul, who is a genius, Luca Volpe, who is a genius, and many others. It's an ebook, and the foreword is written by Michael Webber, who is also a genius. Below is the written ad copy. All right, let's dive into the ad copy. Rolex is a reading system that is performed invisibly and simultaneously to a room full of people. Perform it to one person or 1,000 people the same exact way. No fishing for letters. The process takes under 20 seconds, after which you can immediately tell anyone in the room which one of 8 options or words they mentally chose. You can reveal star signs also, as well as anything you want, as it's customizable with your own words. It's like handing out an 8-sided electronic dice to each and every audience member, but instead there are no electronics and the dice are imaginary. It's faster than any electronic method out there to read any amount of people instantly. A completely original and never-before-seen method. In the book, there's a full Q&A routine, plus multiple one-on-one routines, also plus an extra PDF with the same system applied to tarot cards. Price is $1,000. $1,000. Okay, well, listen. Some people said my Vanishing Elephant was expensive. That's £100. $1,000. But when I was a little grub, when I was a little kid, the reason I'm a creator is because I couldn't afford to buy magic, so I had to make my own tricks, and I had to figure out what the methods were on my own, because I lived out here in Wales and the sticks, and I didn't have the internet till I was 16, right? So the reason I create is because I was a grub. I was a scabby little kid. And I would do anything I could to not pay for the tricks, because I didn't, my money went to giving it, whatever money I had, trying to split with my mum on bills. But the older I've gotten, I've realized that sometimes higher price tags are fully 100% justified. So if this is really as good as he says it is, I'm totally proud of him for backing himself, because I think more magicians should back themselves. If they've got something they think is brilliant, shout it from the rooftops. If you don't believe in you, who else will, right? If this is as good as he says it is, and what the other people say too, then $1,000 will be totally justified for those of you that will use it. Okay, so I don't want anyone complaining about the price. For some people out there, if you're a professional mentalist, and I mean an actual mentalist that works and it's your living and you're good at it, $1,000 is nothing, right? It's one gig. So $1,000. let's listen to the testimonials. We got to see if the juice is worth the squeeze. There's a bunch of testimonials and screenshots of people saying it. I'm going to play two from people that I personally know. First, Peter Turner.
Car's Rolex System. Now, I've known Shay for about 10 years, and we meet up every year, and the guy blows my mind time after time after time. And the Rolex System's no different, but this time he's gone above and beyond. And the reason he's gone above and beyond is because he's created a breakthrough system that I can't believe nobody's thought of before. It is super simple, yet impossible looking, and it allows you to perform miracles at the drop of a hat. There's no difficult systems to learn. It's not language dependent. That's what I really love about it. Now, I've been around the block when it comes to propulse mentalism, and a lot of the time you've got to learn a big system, or you've got to rely on something maybe working or maybe not working. You've got to take chances. With this, I won't even call it propulse, even though it doesn't involve propulse. I call it psycho-mechanical, because this is mechanical in nature, yet entirely psychological, and it's going to work every single time. It's going to be as reliable as your belly peak, and it's going to allow you to reveal absolutely anything. And you could perform this on one person, or you could perform it on 1,000 people. You could guess an entire room full of people's star signs if you wanted in one go without them saying a single word to you. And that's really how impressive this system is. I wish I had come up with it. And like I said, he blows my mind every single year, but this time he's gone above and beyond. And I did say earlier on, it's not language dependent, which means that you can perform this in any language. And inside the book, which I got a sneak peek of the material, and I tell you, there's some gold in there. She'll teach you how to convert this so you can use it in your own language. And there's no labor involved in doing that, because this is a simple system that requires something that most people have on their persons all the time. And that's the only clue I'm going to give you about this. It's not a pro, but they do something, and that something is the thing that allows you to know exactly what they're thinking without them saying a single word. So if you want to go out and you want to blow minds, you want to perform propulse mentalism or psychomechanical mentalism, the Rolex System is what you need. I give it my highest recommendations. Go check it out and check out anything Shay's doing, because I tell you what, he's a genius. So that's all from me. Take care.
Pete says that I say it all the time. I believe Peter Turner, and this is controversial to some, but I believe he's the greatest living mentalist. I really do, because he's really the only mentalist I've ever seen close up firsthand that has genuinely, on multiple occasions throughout my life, made me question whether he's actually reading my mind with absolutely no bullshit. And for him to come back with that recommendation, I am sold. Matthew Wright, gosh darn it, Matthew Wright. What do I say about Matthew Wright's magic? If you're watching me, you probably already heard of him. If you haven't heard of him, he's incredible. He has his own theatre over in Spain, his own magic theatre over in Spain. And he's responsible for some of the best, most commercial, but also super creative magic product releases for the past 20 years. And I'm not blowing smoke up his ass or making this up. He genuinely is that good. He talks the talk, he walks the walk, and he's super, super hard working. He has sent me an email. Well, hello indeed. I have 8 new releases for Blackpool, all rather lovely. I'm sure you would like at least one of them. Matthew, it's you. I would like every damn one of them. I'll list my favorite 5. Lucky 52. Super easy 52-on-1 gag card with a rainbow deck finish, all based around the World Snap Championships. Slack Alice, Peepin' Tom Preston, and Sally Cinnamon are the favourites to win this year. Traitor's World. An out-of-this-world style effect based on the Traitors TV show. A few different phases and predictions, but basically Traitors and Faithfuls. I immediately love that. All my family watch Traitors. Everyone loves it. This would fit right in a home. I will be coming to rob that from your stand. And by rob, I mean trade it for money. Your Deepest Desire. Tarot reading based something gag. I won't spoil the ending. Noble Virtues. Absolutely stunning set of psychic color disc prediction based around the Noble 52 theme. So if you don't know about the Noble 52, it's something Mark Bennett and Matthew Wright, I think they both collaborate or do it together. I'm not entirely sure of the logistics of what it is, but essentially the Noble 52 is like this brand that's like a secretive underground group of magicians and it's supposed to be magicians, but really it's a set of effects you can buy, and you can get like these amazing signet rings. And one of the effects that Mark Bennett which we put on my video last year was you place a signet ring on someone's hand, they choose a card from the Noble 52 deck, and when they look at the signet ring, it changes to reveal their card. But the thing with it's amazing, it changes on their hand. It's in my video. But the thing with this, with what they do with the Noble 52 is that the quality is insane. I actually have some photos I can show you in just a second. Actually, I'll bring them up now. Look at the quality of these types of goods that they make. It's just insane. I don't even know what that is. Look at these coins. I didn't even know this is part of the Noble 52, but this is what the Noble 52 brand sort of all looks like. It's just incredible. It makes me want to salivate. It makes me want to rub it over my face. It's so good. Look at that. Oh my God. Like, what? Yeah, that's the Noble 52. That's the cards they were using last year. Look how amazing that is. I don't even know what that effect is, but I just want it. How cool does that look? All right. So I need to... Oh, there's more. Oh, whoa. Check it out. I don't know what this is. Brass looking box with a piece of red string going through it. 5 coins. I'm guessing maybe one melts on and off, but that is one of the most visually, aesthetically pleasing magic props I've ever seen. Wow. Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh. Wisdom. Look at that. I've got an owl tattooed on my arm. Look at this. Dude, these photos are insane. This is like 100mm macro lenses. This 100... Matthew, is this a 100mm macro lens? USM? Look at that. Oh. Filth. Filth. Absolute filth. I don't know what it is, but I want it. All right, let me see. Matthew has sent in some trailers. I'm not going to play all of these trailers in their entirety because that'll be like half an hour of trailers. And I will skim through in a timely manner so that you get a good understanding of what they're about.
Just snap the snap automatic. Snap straight away. Guaranteed to match my lucky card. Never fail. Let's all give a little shuffle. You just says stop anytime you want, Laura. Then you know we're not in any order. I would never cheat.
Face up. Everything's out in the open. I like... Oh.
6 of clubs. Yeah, you could go for any of these. They're all different. Happy with the 6? If the Queen of Diamonds isn't on here, I'm going to give you €50. So bearing that in mind, do you want to switch from the Queen or do you want to stick with the Queen? Do you want to change or do you want to stick?
Okay, I can change their mind.
Look at this.
Wow. That's a 52 on 1 card. This is actually genuinely a good guy.
They're all different top back as well. I told you everyone brings their own deck. And I told you that you were going to stop me on the exact match of my lucky card. Is that all? It's not. It's the exact match of my lucky card.
So good.
The exact match of my lucky card.
So good. So those reactions. Me.
That's a real card as well.
You owe me 50 quid. You owe me €50. What? Lucky cards.
Very, very, very clever premise. One thing to know about Matthew is that Matthew really understands what makes magic tricks tick. He really has a deeper and better than I do. And I've seen him. I've been to Spain. I've been and filmed with him in Spain. I've seen him working like literally close-up tables in Spain. The guy has something that most magicians don't, not just in performance, but in understanding how to construct pieces of magic. There's something about this as well. There's a kicker. It leads it down a different garden path. There's a built-in moment of which is funny, of the 51 card. So a lot of layers going on to this effect, more deeper than probably I'm noticing even within the trailer. Very, very good. I can see this being a huge seller at Blackpool, and I could see this just being very, very good to do. Obviously, look at the reactions it's getting. This next one is called Reform 52. If you don't know, Matthew Wright released a trick donkeys years ago when I was a wee boy, I believe, where a torn playing card is restored, but it's all mismatched and the corners are all completely all over the shop. It's an incredible piece of magic. I've heard about this one coming up to Blackpool, so I'm going to play the trailer or a performance from the trailer if I can. So this is a new and improved version of the 2026, and again, it's Matthew Wright, so we know it's guaranteed to be brilliant, creative, and absolutely a workhorse. Let's check out some of the reactions you get from it, and you'll get a look at the card. People, can it? Look at that! Look at that! That's how it's mismade. It's torn and it's all back to front, upside down, and inside out. And they can keep it. If I remember correctly, they be completely keep it.
Release.
The pieces are mixed and shuffled by the spectator however you liked it. 4 different people now sign each piece. And yet it instantly restores. Wow. Wow. Quite right. Let's just stop because we all know what happens from here.
Stick. That looks phenomenal. As you guys know, if you follow my channel for any time, I personally love the Torn Restored card plot. I think it's one of the most beautiful. I think it's probably because I saw it on TV. I saw Guy Hallenworth do it on TV on World's Greatest Magic when I was a kid, and it just kind of mesmerized me. It was just so magic from the ground up. And there's a thing with a lot of magicians incorrectly identify objects as impossible objects. For example, when people do like angle zero, they tear a corner off the card, they make the corner disappear and vanish somewhere else, and the larger card that's signed is given away to be kept with the missing corner, and they call that an impossible object. And it's not an impossible object. Also, sometimes you do torn sword cards where the card is put back together and there's a crease on it with their signature. It's put back together, and it's, again, incorrectly identified as an impossible object. There are other effects where, like, for example, a coin goes into a bottle and it's given away as an impossible object, but they can get the coin out, so it's not impossible. This is actually an impossible object because this is a card that somehow it started off as a playing card and now it's in this new form and restored, and this adds a lot of layers of mystery to it. I freaking love this for 1,000,001 different reasons. So Reform 52, I don't think he's gonna have many left in stock if this is your kind of thing as well. Let's go to visions. Magical visions. Let's check out a full performance.
I'm going to draw you a picture in my mind. The end of my life. It's all right. Drop them. So it's not a shape, not a square, circle, triangle, star, nothing like that. A simple drawing, something a kid might do. It's my work that I use. I'll give you one chance. If you get it wrong, we'll go you, because I know you'll get it. I've got complete clarity. You not so much, but I'll give you a chance. All right? So, before we do that, you all run for that for me. You'll be having a draw in my mouth. I think.
So just so we're on board, I'm such a fan of the original version of this by Matthew. He's saying, I'm thinking of a simple drawing. Okay, what do you think it is? The lady has said cat. Could it be one thing was a cat?
You're lying.
Yes, it is.
Cat. You run for that. That's why I did get it in you don't seem impressed because you will show you something else. Like this, do a part for the first one. You see all the cards are different.
Alright, so now we show it for your card trick. Okay, all the cards are different.
Hold your hand out for me, and with the other hand, just cut it. Then you'll see cards onto that. Yeah, put your hold on me, mark.
Chase a cut the deck anyway. No, I'm just helping you.
You didn't seem impressed, so we'll go this. You cut the pack any way you want to. You could have gone to any of these cards, right? If you've gone to that card, you'd never pull. No way, King of Clubs. What's the one I was thinking of? It's my favourite card. Where? You don't seem to. Okay. What kitchen would you want me to throw with my knife? House shaking bird. Fun. That is, think about that. If you were a layperson, not privy to the ins and outs behind the curtains, through the back door into the green rooms of magic,
You knew nothing about it. You're just there, like these two ladies. You're walking down the street. Mistress comes up to you. Hey, let me show you a piece of magic. I'm thinking of a drawing. What do you think it is? A boat. It was a boat. Yeah, it was. I don't believe you. Okay, well, let me show you a card trick. Look, cut the deck anyway. Cut to the Jack of Hearts. Okay, cool. Look, you could have cut to any card, right? Yeah, right. Imagine me drawing your card, the drawing you were thinking of on the card. Okay, turn it over. Boom, it's a boat. That is unfathomable, and only because I know Matthew, and the first time he performed this effect style to me, a different version to me, I know how powerful this is because I've actually spoken about this effect from Matthew, the old version of this, quite a number of times on my channel in the past. It destroyed me, and it absolutely destroys layman. This is phenomenal. This whole system that he has is phenomenal. But the fact that this version is so the previous version was more like prediction kind of style, whereas this one, and I can see why he's called it this, is more magical, right? Because obviously he's not drawing anything. There's no time for him to draw anything. They name what it is that they think you're thinking of, so spectator is mind reader, and then it magically appears. Just, fucking brilliant. Brilliant. From Rich Eddins, it says, I have very unexpectedly found myself releasing an effect at Blackpool this year, which fuses my two passions, art and magic. I am usually the one wandering around quietly in awe and admiration all the amazing creators and performers at the convention. As a hobbyist, I never imagined I would ever release anything myself. I'm suffering from serious imposter syndrome. Hello, welcome. You're with your own people. Me too. I follow your channel, and my wife and I met you at Smoke and Mirrors when you were filming content for the Savant deck with Craig. Rich. I think I know this guy. Rich, beard, hat. I imagine you will get swamped with incredible new releases. Don't worry if you cannot include my release. Fear not. It has now been included. We're about to cover it. Just knowing you will have seen the trailer makes it more than worth sending this email to you. Dude, here's a link to a recent post and a teaser trailer. Reveal your spectator's thoughts with a hand-drawn Sharpie sketch. It's fun, creative. It's a fun and creative visual mentalism routine with an unexpected reveal and a giveaway they'll treasure forever. Got a load of pros about it, and then a very small initial run will be available at the convention exclusively through Mark Bennett at MB Magic. Right, Mark Bennett, MB Magic. Let's check out the video. Oh, it's mostly the guy I met got style with Rich. And no. Yeah, this looks great. I met this guy and he was so lovely. Him and his wife were so lovely. They put up with me and Craig, mainly Craig, just spamming magic at their faces, and they were super awesome. I did not know he was a budding creator, a dark horse standing in the corner. So everyone go to MB Magic, Mark Bennett's magic stand, where you can go and get the air tag effect that was put out last year, one of the best ring flights ever made, especially for the modern day. Rich Eddins and his sketch artist effect. Sweet. Next up, we have the Creative Compendium lecture and book from Dave Loosely. If you don't know Dave Loosely, he won last year's Magic Circle Close-Up Magician of the Year award, one of the most prestigious, if not the most prestigious, close-up award in all of magic. He's super creative, incredibly talented at performing magic, obviously, and just an overall lovely guy. He has a book out called The Creative Compendium, and he just does, like, he's a proper close-up magician. So it's visual magic, really good work in practical material. Go and check out his lecture, which is on the 19th of February at 10:30 a.m. in the arena. That's the big one that I did my lecture in. Kind of daunting. I'm going to be there for that because Dave is really, really good. Every time I see him perform and teach something, I learn something. He's always coming up with something interesting, a new way of presenting something, a new idea. Fantastically good and a heck of a performer. So he has a Creative Compendium book, which is going to be available for his lecture, and the lecture to coincide with it. But he hasn't got a trailer, so I can't show you anything. A lot of people have sent me stuff that don't have trailers, so I can't talk about everything. But this is something I felt was particularly special, and I think you should all go and pick it up, or at least go and watch the lecture. And if you enjoy the lecture, then you'll know that the book is for you. Another thing I was trying to show you guys was something from Adam Dadswell called Sentinel. A few people have emailed me. A few of his friends have reached out and said, hey, check out this from Adam. I've gone to open the YouTube link, and it's not opening. So all I can say is go and check it out from Adam himself. Go and get him to show you it in person. And in the final spot, I wanted to talk about this. I think for me, this is the type of thing that has exponential value. It has synergy to what you're buying because it's greater than the sum of all its parts. This is something that comes from Three Monkeys Publishing. It's called The Complete Hidden Gems by Mark Elsdon. Now, if you don't know who Mark Elsdon is, he's one of the most creative, most well-respected magicians in the world. He's a creative consultant for the biggest names in magic. One of my personal magic heroes, and he puts out a lot of different material. One of the things that he did was he put out 10 volumes of a book called Hidden Gems. And what he would do, Mark's a prolific mind in magic, creator in magic, but also a researcher in magic. If you don't know, he has a weekly newsletter that comes out every Sunday called A Metabolic Fig. You can go to the website ametabolicfig.com. What Mark simply does is he has so many fingers in so many pies within the industry is that he knows basically about every single new release that's coming out. He picks the best things that are coming out. Every week he sends you a newsletter that tells you all about them and what to keep your eye on, as well as some really interesting things like the best video of the week, the best podcast of the week, the most interesting article that's magic or sometimes science, pseudo magic related. And it's the best thing that I get in my inbox every single week. I never don't read every single thing in there. It's just jam-packed with rich information and very current knowledge. Well, that gives you an idea of who Mark is and how he sort of how he spends his time, what he operates doing. This book, Hidden Gems, that he used to publish, these 10 books, they would go over, what he would do is he would troll through classic magic publications and he would pick out tricks that are literally hidden gems that are just sitting on our shelves and shine a light on them. I have found so much damn gold. The type of stuff that absolutely fries laymen, destroys magicians. It's they'd say the best stuff is hidden away in books. Well, what Mark did, he went through those books that those magicians are always saying the best stuff is hidden in books, and he picked out the stuff that's hidden away and published them in 10 volumes. Well, Three Monkeys Publishing have put together the Complete Hidden Gems books. It takes all 10 volumes and puts all the material from those books into one complete book. Plus, there's some new and exclusive material in there that Mark's found too. It's the type of stuff that you read. You could either just go off and learn it and then perform it and destroy people, or it gives you inspiration to then go and create your own routines and build your own performances. I honestly think that's the type of stuff that I get infinitely more value from than anything else I purchase. Because a trick you can buy and you just perform, but when something gives you inspiration or a path to go down and explore, that can take you to blue ocean territory. I talk about this a lot. Blue ocean territory. It takes you to places that nobody else is, and that gives you so much room to have fun without worrying about any creative crossovers. I just think it's phenomenal. And Mark Elsdon is the name that you can always trust 100% of the time with this material. So that's on the Three Monkeys publishing stand. They are putting out 7 brand new books for Blackpool. They're really putting Vanishing Ink on notice, I'm telling you, because their production quality is next level. But I'll tell you about at least two of the books on their stand. And they have 7 new releases. One of them is from Etienne Pradier. He is a French magician living in the UK. It's called Nevermind the Bollocks. If you haven't seen Etienne before, I think he was the Queen's performer. He's just, he's like the epitome of what a close-up magician should be. He's slick, he's good, he's creative, he's witty, he's funny as hell. And he does, like, I remember in his lecture, he was showing things like, he doesn't do like a bill change. He just, like, he says, like, name a country. He takes your bill, he changes it into a bill from that country. Then he's like, name another country. And change, like, that's the type of stuff he does. Always fries me. Always fools people. And he's just slick is the only way to describe it. So he's got a book come out with them called Nevermind the Bollocks. Then if you guys know Mark Kobe, Fissum Champion, Penn and Teller Fooler, he's got a book about, I think it's called How to Make Teller Laugh. And it talks about specifically what he did on Fooler to make sure that he fooled Teller in the moment. The way he was like creatively thinking on the spot to make sure he walked away with that award. Very different kind of book to what you're normally going to get. That's just one of 7 on the Three Monkeys publishing stand. For me, the biggest one, and I think this is the thing that I'm probably going to... I'm a very considered purchaser of magic in general, but I think the one thing that there's two things that I'm buying this year that I'm actually putting my money where my mouth is. One is Jack Rhodes' book, and the other is The Complete Hidden Gems by Mark Elsdon. Those are my 2 personal picks for products that I'm going to walk away with, like exchange cash for, and walk away with them as a happy owner in my hand. So yeah, I wanted to finish the video with that. Go and find the Three Monkeys publishing stand. I don't know where it is. They're French, so just shout like, "Hey, yo, bonjour," and then they'll. I think they'll just put their hands up automatically. It's like a French thing. French people do. I'm making that up, but yeah, go and check it out. But for now, that's as much as I could cram into this video. Incredibly, I think about half of the submissions that I had to share artist work with you this year were apps. And there's an app video coming tomorrow. There's actually going to be 2 app videos. So there'll be one, which is Tuesday, tomorrow, and then one Wednesday, I think, pending everything goes okay. The one coming tomorrow is 7 exclusive apps that haven't been seen before, and I'm performing them to Clewly in a Fooler special, and those are the apps that I actually had and could do. One of them might be mine. The second video will be just going over all the submissions of the apps and showing any trailers and any accompanying asset that I've been sent with them. So this year for Blackpool, 3 massive videos before the convention even starts. This one showing all of the tricks that I'm excited to see in the convention hall and highlighting some stuff that I don't think you guys would want to miss because there's just so much happening. Then me performing 7 apps on Clewly coming up tomorrow, so make sure you hit subscribe to watch that. And then Wednesday I'll be going over all the other submissions that I had that were all app based. If you sent me a submission and it didn't get seen here, I haven't chosen to ignore you. It's because it's either been lost amongst all these, or it didn't have the same title, the title that it was supposed to need or supposed to have. Something's gone wrong. I've done my best to show as many people as possible. If I've missed you, I love you. I'm sorry. It hasn't been intentional. It's just been an insane amount of people submitting things to show in this video to me. I think the best thing I can do is use my platform to shine a light on other artists and creators. A rising tide raises all ships. With that being said, the countdown has officially begun. It's now Monday. I'm going to be in Blackpool from Wednesday. I'm going to be at the House of Secrets Magic Bar. That's where we always have the Magic Podcast meetup. Due to licensing issues, we can't actually have an event in there this year. So it's not an official event, but we're all just going to meet up and jam from about 3 p.m. onwards. If you're a Magic Podcast listener, then you've been going there for the past couple of years. Anyway, we started it as an initiative for people who didn't know anyone. It was their first convention to come and put some names to faces and just then start your convention off with some new friends. We do it every year. We're doing it again. Come and hang out. It's not an official event. We're just going to come out and hang out and jam with you. I'll be there from 3 p.m. and I cannot wait to see all of your beautiful smiling faces. And with that, again, if you want the gold Vanishing Elephant special edition for Blackpool that comes with the full lecture pack, 3 apps, a brand new exclusive ultra visual card morphing effect, and 19 tricks, then you can reserve it to collect at Blackpool on my website. Go to lloyd.tv/Blackpool26. Purchase it now and collect it from me in person at Blackpool by showing me your order number. Blackpool 2026, baby, let's go!